morning, good morning, good morning, my people. They are a living manifestation of the Jamaican saying, "Lickle but talawa." Hundreds of premature babies have been born at the Spanish Town Hospital, and Stacey Ann Burnett Brissett has made it her duty to celebrate their development with a graduation project. She joins us now. Good morning, Stacey Ann.
Good morning.
How are you? Should I call you nurse?
Anything that you're comfortable with, I'm fine.
All right. Queen, Empress, Nurse. All right.
I'm great. Great.
You are a visionary. I want to talk about the process. You have been at the Spanish Town Hospital for over 20 years. Tell me what
Right.
happens, how babies become premature, the experience of the mother, the parents, of family, before we even get to this amazing graduation project that you have for premature babies. How does a baby become premature?
Okay, for one, no premature baby is planned for. They all come to us out of is either the mother has been high blood pressure, basically stress on life. Some of them just come because they just want to come and see 2020. You have some of them, mother have chronic illnesses, and there are just so many different ways they can come. They have infections and stuff. So we get them. Some of them just come by themselves. Some of them we have to take them from the mother. For the mothers, it's a nerve-wracking experience, and it's nerve-wracking for us too in the nursery because when they come there, they are crying, they're nervous, they don't know what to expect, and now you have to be a nurse and a counselor and a comforter and everything in one, and trying to get this mommy to be comfortable to touch these itty bitty tiny ones. And it is such a task for them to deal with on day one because this is not something that is planned for. They don't have clothes to fit them. They have a lot of things that they really go through. And that is why I found it necessary to do this program, not only for ourselves, for the babies, for the staff. That is why it is a project that is with me and it's ongoing and it's just close to my heart.
Oh, tell me something. My colleague, Mr. Bell, was telling us earlier that his grandson was born 5 months premature. What's what do you say, the longest, or should I say, the earliest baby you've seen?
We have seen them at 24 weeks and so on, but those that don't make it. But our youngest baby that have been graduated on my board is 26 weeks, and she weighed 0.69 kilograms, roughly 1.5 pounds, and she stayed with us for 109 days.
Oh my
So
goodness, that's a baby
then,
right there.
yes, he was crying, and I had other stuff to do, so I gave him a little kangaroo style walk around the nursery.
Oh, that is so cute. So, oh
That's a
goodness.
little,
Okay, let's go
that's a
here now to the tiny
little,
and mighty graduates of Spanish Town Hospital. No, this is too cute. Oh my gosh. So take me here, Lord. My ovaries are jumping right now, nurse. Talk to me now. Talk to me. So, the graduation project. What happens?
Okay, basically they're chosen because they're 33 weeks and under who have had been on the CPAP, what we call a CPAP, a breathing machine that helps them keep the lung open for them for a little while, or has been on the ventilator and has fought very hard to just be here at the end of the day to go home with mommy. So those little ones are celebrated and they are put on a board in part of the nursery called the Prem Corner, where they're all mounted for people to see them. um, I found it necessary in 2017 when we had this one baby and he was battling and he was battling and was battling and eventually he went home and everybody was just so happy. And I said, no, I think I have to do something to celebrate these babies and to help us as staff because we really go through a lot in terms of short staff, no equipment, a lot goes on and we get discouraged too. And so I just found it necessary to say, okay, I'm going to do something not only for ourselves, but for the mothers and mostly for the mothers. And I just bought a doll graduation outfit, took a picture, put it on the board, and it just went from there.
Oh, they are so gorgeous. So do you make these outfits as well? You make these graduation outfits?
No, actually, I bought it on Amazon. It's a doll's graduation outfit,
Oh
and
my
it's still
gosh.
too big for some of them.
Oh my goodness, they are so sweet.
One
And
cute
I
little-
understand what you're saying about how hard it must be to be a nurse and to see these babies fighting for their life, to breathe, to be on this machine, to help them to breathe. How bad does it get? How hard is it for you? And what do the nurses need in the hospitals to make it more child friendly and easier for you and our babies?
Okay, it's very difficult for us to see, especially when they're with us for, we have lost a couple of them at 54 days. So, they've been there a little while and they die and the entire team feels it. And, there will be no graduation without the entire team, the doctors, the nurses, the porters, the janitors, the breastfeeding promoters. Everybody just play a very, very important part in getting them home. We as nurses and the entire team would love more equipment. I would love clothes that can fit them because we don't have clothes that can fit them. And in order to keep the clothes, we would love an industrial washing machine and dryer so we can do it ourselves to keep them because they do have trouble keeping warm. And it's best when they're in their own size clothing. And we have blankets and caps and stuff like that because, they're a little bit, they're not planned for, so we don't really have a lot of tiny stuff for them. Uh, there is a machine that we call the mechanical bubble CPAP machine. I call it the miracle machine. Having been the recipient of the surgical run in 2017 and 2018, it has been a wonderful blessing for us because we got a few equipments in that made Spanish Town Hospital the most equipped nursery in Jamaica. And it just allows us to do great things. But when those things, when the things to be used, but that is finished, then we start crying again because we know we're gonna lose a few because that machine really they stay on it for a little while just to keep going. And so in turn, we don't have to use the ventilator when they have that machine going. And we only have 4 now. We would love to have 8. So corporate Jamaica, if you're listening, we would love to have 8 CPAP machines to keep all the tiny ones going. Currently on the nursing now we have 13 premature
Wow.
babies, 45
13,
babies in
13.
total.
Sorry, nurse. We have
13.
to go. Unfortunately, we have news coming up. So I just want to ask Jamaica to support you. Thank you for your tiny and mighty project graduating our
Thank
premature
you.
babies who make it. And for those you've lost along the way, I know that their angel spirit guides us. And I hope you get the CPAC machine.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Stacey
Thank
Ann.
you.
Good job. Stacey Ann Burnett Brissett, certified neonatal registered nurse. Wow, so inspirational there. Still to come on Smile, we discuss how travel will be different because of the pandemic, and we will get the perspective of a travel journalist. But first, as I said, here is the second edition of News in 5.